Hello everybody, it's the Exile with Exile Studios here, and I would like to welcome you to Valheim. This is a game that has taken up a lot of my time lately, and that's because it's amazing. A little about the game: it is a survival RPG, early access, of course, as you can tell by the changelog and things like that. It is set in the mythical and fantastical, quote-unquote, 10th realm of the Norse realms. So it's a Viking game basically. And you play a character tasked to defeat a bunch of bosses. Uh, there's building elements and crafting elements and things like that. And I bet you guys are thinking, oh, survival RPG? That sounds like every other game on the market on Steam. What makes this any different? And the answer is, this is better. This is made by 5 people and has more polish and content than any AAA title that has come out in 2021, 2020, and arguably 2019. It's just amazing, and without further ado, let's create our character and get started, shall we? Alright, this is the character creator, where we shall create our hero. So let's start by doing so. You got skin tone options. Pretty basic, obviously. We're gonna do like that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do. That looks awesome. And our character shall be named Vidar Halstein. Shall be our character. I did a little research on Norse names, and apparently Vidar means wide warrior, and Halstein means rock, and rock or stone. So, wide warrior of stone. I thought that was pretty cool. Alright then, without any further ado, let's get started in this amazing adventure. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, and split the boughs that held their prison to the world tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. That's right, we are being literally brought into this world on the wings of a Valkyrie. The forest and the ocean below us. Also, I gotta say, this is one of the coolest interpretations of a Valkyrie I have ever seen. I love it. Using this as an opportunity to scout the area. This is the only time you're able to fly in the game. As far as I'm aware, anyway. Alright. Alright, let's talk to the bird. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. This stone is a Vegvisir. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, they'll reveal the summoning place of Ecthir, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before attempting to defeat him. And this is our enemy. It's really sacrificial stone. His antlers are branches of iron, they crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder, his voice a howling gale. Makes him sound intimidating. But he's the first boss, so you know. And these are the other ones. The Elder, Bone Mass. I don't know the name of this one, and I don't know the name of this one. Either way, though, basic survival stuff. Gather materials to make for a few basic tools. Oh, the bird is trying to get my attention. Most items must be crafted, however, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the true shape of objects. Must pick things up, and it'll all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother Munin tells me you can fashion a stone axe out of wooden stone. Pretty basic stuff. So first things first, though, we need to check this out. Right here, right at the start. Alright, so. First things first, we gotta get the stone, we gotta make a basic axe and some other basic tools. Ooh, perfect. This is an excellent start. You have found a snack, consume it to improve your health and stamina. Be aware that before long you'll grow hungry again, so try to always have at least a couple different meals ready. So, how this game works is you have a hunger bar, right? But it never goes down. In fact, it always remains sort of constant at that gray level. Your health will also, the lowest it can possibly be at when it's full is 25. How you raise it isn't not by leveling up, but rather eating food. That's also how you raise your stamina bar. As you can see, we also have skills. More get unlocked as you play the game. These are just the ones you sort of start out with. For example, I improved jump, and then that gets added to this list. It's sort of Skyrim style. You learn by doing. Punch some trees, and oh, and our first enemy. This is a Greyling, the most basic enemy in the game. They drop resin, which are used to make torches. You can also get those by just cutting down trees. Alright. I can't make an axe just yet. I need one more wood, I think. Yeah. Perfect. The axe is arguably the most important tool in this game, because it's used for basically everything. Combat, and resource gathering. We're going to need that if we're going to make better gear to fight the boss, who is a challenge. In fact, I should probably scout out the boss area and already start to plan what we're going to do to beat him. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is the, fourth attempt I have had of recording this series. The first time, I tried to do a permadeath challenge run, because I thought that would be something fun for me. I died in the first 5 minutes, and sort of gave up. In fact, I died to a boar. The most basic huntable animal in this game. Second attempt was to just do a normal sort of series, but I just couldn't figure out the intro, and it sort of bothered me, so I sort of gave up. Third attempt was yesterday, where I recorded 5 episodes. The audio didn't record at all. I have since tested, and retested, and tested again today to make sure audio was recording. It has been a nightmare. Alright, so. This is Hugin. He's just going to tell us. You have found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at the altar, and they will come. Be wary, the Forsaken are not easy prey, so craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a healthy meal before engaging them in combat. hunt his kin. It basically means kill deer and sacrifice them to him. But we're nowhere near ready to fight that boss. I mean, we don't even have a bow or armor. Okay. Gonna eat this, and he watches our maximum health goes up even more. But these are just basic uncooked snacks that you can sort of find around the world. Alright. Why, as you can see here, I'm on the coast. I am looking for something very specific. I need flint to make the tier 2 axe, which is going to be useful in all further crafting endeavors. This also gives me an opportunity to scout the region, see if I can find a suitable place to set up shop. After all, we're going to need to build a little base, a home, in order to prepare for the coming conflict. After all, Odin has tasked us with killing these horrid beasts for him. Also, I just want to say, look at this. Isn't this just one of the most gorgeous games you've ever seen? Sure, the graphics are low, the textures are low res, and the models low poly, but it creates this sort of surreal, amazing look when combined with the just stellar lighting and weather of this game. It is incredible. Honestly, I could gush about it for hours, and I probably believe it will. You know? That should be more than enough. So, I should probably stop scouting the coast and start scouting more inland. I don't know. Looking for a nice clearing or valley. Usually there's one almost guaranteed near spawn. I will most likely cut back to when I find a suitable place to build. Alright. I think I may have found it. Honestly, this is perfect. It's a nice valley, there's some oak trees. This is perfect. I love it. I literally could not ask for a more perfect spawn. Or a place to call home. And so I shall not. Oh. Again, one time, tell me. Ah, I gotta wait a minute. Wait a minute. How are you gonna talk to me? Okay, it's bugged out for a minute, remember? Early access. But this is a hammer used for crafting things. So I am going to build a crafting bench. This creates an area that we are allowed to craft in. Sort of a territorial claim in a way. You expand this by building more crafting benches. I build that there, because you cannot access the higher functions of this crafting bench until you have it fully covered from the elements. And so I learned this trick from Reddit. Now I can craft a flint axe, and a hoe. Okay. This is really the perfect spot to start. I love it. I love it so much. Let's see here. I think... yeah, right here. So, we're going to use this hoe to level the ground. Make it easier to build our home. And I already have a design that I have tested many times that I'm excited to share with you guys. So, I know that resource gathering can be pretty boring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the basic resource gathering and how the basic building works. And then I will most likely cut back to, you know, when the resource gathering part is done. Or close to done. First things first, let's just talk to the bird so he leaves us alone. Workbench allows you to craft many complex items, as well as giving you access to lots more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Perfect. Now, I'm going to show you, with this tool you'll craft raise mighty halls, towering fortifications, start by building workbench, yeah, construct many things. He's just basically saying the hammer is useful and that's how you build. I'm going to show you what the most dangerous enemy in this game is. Just right now, right off the bat. It's the physics engine. You can die from falling trees. First time I played this, I was killed by a falling tree right off the bat. Oh. What do you have to say? This tool is used for landscaping. It's talking about the hoe. Okay. Huh. An amber pearl was here on this little altar. Alright. So, as you can clearly see, resource gathering is pretty basic. So and night is starting to fall. So I'm going to cut back to when I have enough resources to begin building the frame of our house. Alright, so as you can see, night is falling, meaning we don't have much time. I am going to get started on the basic frame of the house. But first, of course, you're going to need some lighting to make it easier for all of you guys to see. Place a couple torches down. Should make it for both me and all of you easier to see. Alright. So. You start by placing a single one of those beams. And then you place 4 of these out. And as you can see, they're turning red slowly because those beams were unsupported. There is a support structure system in this game. If things are unsupported, they will break and fall. So you have to take in part actual engineering principles. It's honestly amazing how in-depth this system is. Okay, so I need... There we go. So. Oh. Hagen has more stuff to say. I will definitely chat with him in a minute. It is gonna want me to do it like this, isn't it? Yep. This is requirements. Oh, right. You can't build outside of the range of a workbench. But again, you can expand that range by building more workbenches. And they don't need to be covered ones either. They just can be regular old workbenches. Alright. There we go. So, as you can see here, this is sort of the basic frame you can build. Works a lot like a lot of other building systems, and I know it makes you seem like I'm building a box, but I do have a solid design for a house. And I'm out of wood. So, with that, I think I'm going to end the episode here. Actually, first I'll talk to Huggin. When the temperature drops at night, or if you're wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best bet. When this happens... Alright. Yeah, they're just saying you get a stamina debuff during the night. Unless you buy a campfire. Anyway. I think I'm going to end the episode here. In the next one, I should have the basic frame of the house complete, and I will show you some of the more advanced building mechanics. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell, all that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next video.